After a rough start in Mae Rim, Thailand, here is a video about that. I started to feel better and we ordered a Grab car to go to the Bangkok hospital in Chiang Mai to see a neurologist. So we ordered the Grab car for Wednesday, March 19th, 2025 at 10 a.m. That morning, of course, around 1 a.m. I woke up and I didn't feel good at all. I felt so sick, so nauseous, motion sickness. I know that kind. I had that kind of nausea, sickness, that kind of attack many times before already. I fucking hate it. I was feeling so crazy nauseous. Every single little movement felt like I had to puke, but I didn't puke. I so far never did, but it's so bad. I was feeling so fucking nauseous, felt like puking, and every little movement made everything so much worse. This time I also had crazy IBS attacks and diarrhea. The whole event lasted 3 hours, and of those 3 hours, for 1 hour and 40 minutes I was sitting on the toilet. And I remember I tried to sit as still as possible, not move at all, because every little movement made it so much worse. I was trying to occupy my mind, to distract myself by doing online puzzling. I was meditating, praying, and just waiting. So I didn't puke, I didn't pass out, but both these things felt like, oh, it'll happen soon. Yeah, we had to cancel the Grab car, of course. I had 18 times diarrhea that day, and it took me about a week to kind of recover from that event. The event was only on that day, as those 3 hours were like so excruciating bad, but it took me like a week to kind of recover from it. So a week later, we actually made it to the hospital. This time, we didn't order a Grab. So we just pre-ordered a Grab. We just ordered one on the spot, and we had to wait quite a bit to get a Grab. But then we went to the Bangkok hospital in Chiang Mai. Oh, and he wanted an extra 200 Thai baht for the drive to the hospital. So the plan was to just go to the hospital and figuring out prices for hormone tests, colonoscopy, and book appointments. Well, I got to see the endocrinologist right away, without any appointment. You could never do that in the US or in Switzerland, unless you go to the emergency, but then you pay like 10 times more or what. And they even took my blood for the hormone test right after I talked to the endocrinologist. So they took my blood around 2:30 p.m. and I was still fasted anyways, because I was worried I would get sick and nauseous in the car. So I just decided not to eat anything and fast. So perfect, because I needed to be fasted for those tests. So we did it right then and there. But the difference was, this time for the cortisol test, I put something into my veins intravenously, and then I had to wait 20 minutes, and then they took blood to test the cortisol, and then I had to wait another 20 minutes, and then they took blood again. And then we had to wait an hour, and after that hour was up, we could talk to the endocrinologist about the results. All that on the same day without an appointment. Holy fucking shit. And I also got treated so nicely. So in Turkey and in Thailand so far, at the hospital, I always got treated so nicely, so much better than in the US. The nurses, they treat you like a porcelain doll, really. When they stick needles into you or do a physical exam or something, they are so gentle. The nurses, the doctors, everyone. It was really so nice. Everything on that day cost us $512.81. We went to the night market afterwards, and unfortunately, suddenly I started to feel very, very poorly. It got so bad, we had to rush into a restaurant, and right away I went into the bathroom to get rid of more diarrhea. Paul, meanwhile, he ordered for himself sashimi, very considerate. I was so glad he did that on purpose, because nothing that smells, that has like, raw fish doesn't really smell, shouldn't smell if it's good quality, so very considerate, because I remember I was feeling so badly. So after I was in the restroom, the toilet, I came out. I remember it was really hard to walk towards where Paul was sitting. I was sitting down there. It was so hard to sit down, and I still felt so nauseous, and I had anxiety. It was so bad, and I had one of the worst hot flashes ever. And we were outside, that restaurant was outside Thailand. We were in Thailand during hot season. It was really hot and humid, and they didn't have any AC. They had fans, but they didn't do shit. So it was so bad. So I asked the waiter for ice, and he couldn't understand me. So I think I just put Paul's cold drink on me or something. I don't know what I did, but then they realized it, and they brought me some ice, but very little, not a lot. Like, and I think it was in a cup, yes, and then I wrapped it in something. I don't remember. But then later on, I asked for more ice, and when they realized what I wanted, because again, there was a problem with understanding what I wanted, and because I pointed to the ice bucket where drinks or champagne or something was in at another table, and so I think then they brought me the entire bucket with ice in it. I think that's what I remember. I didn't put it in my notes, so yeah. But the entire time at the restaurant, I had the ice on me, on my neck or here or wherever, and even in the Grab drive home, I was just holding it. I needed that ice so badly. It was really one of the worst hot flashes I had so far. So usually I love the heat. I do very well with the heat, not so much with humidity, but at 35 degrees Celsius, walking outside with a long sleeve shirt or like little jacket and walking, I barely sweat and I'm doing fine. But there at the restaurant, and it was like only 29 degrees Celsius, I was going crazy. But yeah, hot flash is different. That's also, I explain it like that. A hot flash comes from within you. So it's different. It's not like the sun is shining on you and you're getting hot from the sun. No, it's like coming from inside of you and not from the outside. It's different, and I fucking hate it. And it's, luckily later on I started to feel better, and when we got back to our house at 8 p.m. Of course I was so hungry. I ate so many different things and it didn't do anything at all. No diarrhea, no nausea, nothing at all. So it's not from the food. It really comes so randomly. Well, it looks like that. It's probably hormones. Anyways, the next day, March 27th, 2025, I had 3 appointments at the same hospital. Because that time I was awake, I was up so early, I already ate something before the Grab ride, and I also ate much later again at the hospital a little bit. And except for one minor IBS attack with some diarrhea right before we left the hospital, I actually felt really good. Okay, 3 appointments. So first, I saw the gynecologist. We decided that I need HRT, hormone replacement therapy, ERT, estrogen replacement therapy, because my estradiol was a bit low for years now. And that's exactly what will cause many women problems, especially later on when they get into menopause, and it will lead to osteoporosis. So better to prevent that. Easiest way to get ERT, estrogen replacement therapy, is just getting back on a birth control pill. I was on birth control pill for about 15 years and I was doing amazingly on it. I was doing really great, but I heard and read how bad it is and stuff, and then I got asexual anyways, so why should I need it? So I got off of it. I got off of it a long time ago. I really don't remember. It must have been sometime between 2016 and 2018. I thought it would be much better, much healthier for my body. Well, nowadays they make other kinds of birth control pill, much better quality for sure. And the doctor clearly said the one I'm getting now is a natural one. I'm getting a bio-identical one. I'm getting bio-identical estrogen, not the one that is made from horse piss. Apparently, the progesterone and the estrogen is made in a lab from wild yams and soybeans. Anyways, I was so fucking excited to start that because I felt really good. She explained me it's all natural and bioidentical, and I remember how well I did before on birth control pill. So I was like, hell yeah. Yeah, I have to admit, Paul kept telling me so many times I should go back on birth control pill. And I always said, hell no, they're so bad for my body. And it took me so long to get off of the pills. I don't want to start that again. So I was totally against it. And yeah, I'm sure the ones I got about 23 years ago, yeah, I'm sure they were not as good as the ones you can get today. Anyways, I also got 7 pills of only progesterone that I should take every night, well, for 7 nights before going to bed. And that should induce my period. So my period would start in the next 2 weeks. Because yeah, my periods were so irregular, we had no idea how long we would have to wait until it would start. Because then the first birth control pill I should take on my first day of my period. Then and there, I was like, yes, I know it. These birth control pills, they will help me so much. I'm so excited. I remember when I was on birth control pill before, they helped me so much with my skin. I never had any period pains, and of course my period was totally regular. So yes, and I think it will also help with my mood, with my energy, with everything hormone related. Everything will get so much better. I was so super excited. The gynecologist also recommended I would get a mammogram done. I am 40 years old now, so I should do one. That's a standard procedure. Yeah, I know, but I feel like 40 years old is too early for that if you don't show any symptoms or anything. So Paul and I said no, and so we declined. The next doctor was the hematologist, hemoglobin specialist. Hemoglobin was a little bit low again. For a very long time now, my hemoglobin is always a little bit low. So not badly at all, but I'm a fucking carnivore. I only eat meat, seafood, and eggs. I eat mostly red meat. How can my hemoglobin be low? Hemoglobin doesn't mean like the iron in my body. Hemoglobin means like how well I can absorb the iron. And apparently, I can't absorb iron very well. So I'm wondering if I wouldn't be carnivore, maybe my hemoglobin would be super low. I don't know. So the specialist explained to me that low hemoglobin can also come from other problems, not just diet. So honestly, she explained a lot and I can't remember everything, but I remembered she said something about there are 2 things she could test. So the first thing I really don't remember, and the second thing would be to test the bone marrow. Oh, hell no. That's super painful. That's testing the bone marrow, right? Isn't that thing that is so fucking painful to do? We decided to just try to bring it up a bit with B12 and methylfolate supplementation. Unfortunately, Paul couldn't find methylfolate or only folic acid. That is not that well absorbable, but well, there wasn't anything else available, so we tried that. So the third doctor I saw that day was the GI doctor. About 3 days earlier, I talked to my mom on the phone and she suggested to get a colonoscopy done. Yeah, I've been dealing with IBS problems for like over 10 years, so it's actually long overdue. And especially now that I'm tumor-free, I can't blame the pituitary gland tumors for those problems anymore. So both doctors, the hematologist and the GI doctor, suggested to do a colonoscopy and the endoscopy together. We got the price estimates of both and I talked to my mom and she said she would help us with paying for it. And so we all, my mom, Paul and I, decided that I should do both together. But later on, Paul and I decided that I won't do it, or well, much later sometime, because first we should figure out how I will do on birth control pill, and we shouldn't, even with my mom's help, we shouldn't spend that much money anyways. So the entire day, all 3 doctors, the exams with 1 month of birth control pill and the progesterone pills, but without the supplements we got there. So the entire day cost us $136.71. Fucking cheap, man. And here, by the way, these are the birth control pills I got. And I just read that right now, manufactured Hauptpharma Münster GmbH, Münster, Germany. So they're actually from Germany, because I was thinking, because if I'm doing well on them, once you're on a birth control pill, you want to take always the same if possible. You don't want to change. So then I was thinking, now I have birth control pill from Thailand. How do I get those all the time? But apparently they manufactured in Germany, so I should probably also get them in Germany. And here's all the Thai description and the English description. So it's nothing written in German, but I'm gonna figure that out. I hope I'll find those also in Germany. Not that I ever want to live in Germany. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Germany for holidays and stuff, but I don't think I ever want to live there. Too cold also. Anyways, back to the video. So on another day, we went back to the hospital to ask for a prescription for my medications. Unfortunately, we forgot to do that the very first day we were there when we saw the endocrinologist. I should have asked that right then and there, but we totally forgot. So unfortunately, in Thailand, they don't have T3 medication, only T4. Really weird. I'm taking T3, so I can't get that in Thailand. But they have desmopressin, my other meds I'm taking. Yeah. And they have the spray, 0.1 milliliters. In Turkey and the Philippines, they only have desmopressin as pills, and I don't like that because I don't take the same dose every night. By the way, that's for my diabetes insipidus. So without it, I drink excessively, I pee excessively. So I need each night a squirt of desmopressin in one of my nostrils, and sometimes I need a little bit more, sometimes less. And I don't want a pill, because then there I can't take a different dose. I just take the pill. So I was super glad. I was super overjoyed when we figured out they have desmopressin and my dose, the one I need, in Thailand. So we asked for 6 bottles, and they cost 10,320, don't worry, Thai baht. So that's $298.14. Yes, it's expensive. It's also expensive in the United States. I don't know where it's cheaper. It's probably around the same price. It's just expensive, yes. Okay, so we got the prescription for the meds, for the desmopressin, and I think we had to pick it up later, not on the same day. We had to pay, you get the prescription, you pay right there, and then you pick it up either hours later or days later. I don't remember, I think it was days later. So anyways, when we picked it up, so here, the 6 bottles, so when we picked it up, I saw something. Can you see this? Do you see how much is in there? Do you see that? That's barely anything. What the fuck? Now here, this is one from the United States. I hope you can see it. It's really hard to show, but I can see it. It's full. It's here. Here, it's full. It's full. I can totally see it. So what the fuck? So it's 0.1 milliliter. Yeah, it's the same strength. Here it says 2.5 milliliters. That's probably how much is in here. I don't know. Okay, so here on the package from the US, it says 50 doses of 10 mcg / 0.1 milliliters. So I get 50 doses of, one squirt is probably 0.1 milliliters. And here, the Thai one, it just says nasal spray, 0.12 mg / ml milliliters. So it's the same strength, that's an important thing. 2.5 milliliters. So I don't know, is this a ripoff? I mean, look at this. And it was fucking expensive. I mean, so is it stronger? Is it more potent? I wouldn't like that at all, because I don't even use a full squirt of that sometimes. I really want the same strength. But well, the 0.1 milliliter, I thought that is the strength. Or is that just what comes out per dose? Oh my gosh, I'm confused. So I just wanted to read the thing that comes with it, that I never read, but it's all in Thai. I can't read it. Well, I would have to translate it with the phone, but oh my gosh. I'm so stupid. So now I finally found on the other side, even with this red sticker, 5 doses. The one from the United States, I get 50 doses. The one from Thailand, I get 5 doses. So yes, we got ripped off. I am so stupid. No, I'm actually very smart, but sometimes I'm super stupid, and that was one of those times. So today is September 4th, 2025. And actually about a month ago, I figured out I read this totally wrong. So here, the 5 micrograms per dose. 5 micrograms per dose, not 5 doses. Well, the one from the US has 10 micrograms per dose. So yes, the US one is stronger than the Thai one. But here, I should get 50 doses out of it. And also the US one, I should get 50 doses out of it. So I started one of the Thai ones 35 days ago. So I got already 34 doses out of this little shit. So no, we didn't get fucked over. I'm so glad. And that here, there's still some in it, a tiny bit. And yes, now I have to actually, here is the hose thing. So I have to tilt it so I get it. And so what the difference is between US and Thai? Well, yeah, Thai is half the strength of the US. But I told you, sometimes I just take a little squirt. You can't do that here. Basically here, when you push down, the US one, you push down. Or you can push down, or just half. Like, it's like a long way to push down. The Thai one is like a short way. So it's just like this. You can't do halves, you can't do slow. It's just push and it comes out. So you get one full dose all the time, but it's half the strength from this. So it's actually perfect for me. And there's also much less liquid that comes out. So, well, yeah, it's also half the strength. So I actually have to concentrate, and also I smell it like, oh yeah, okay, I really got a dose. So I'm so super glad we didn't get ripped off. So everything is fine. I'm still counting. So far, I got 34 doses. I don't know if I make it to 50, but well, a lot more than just 5. So the DHEA, like in the US, in Thailand, is a supplement and doesn't need any prescription. For me, it's a necessity. If I don't take DHEA, my testosterone and DHEA will get so super crazy low that I get so depressed that I don't want to live anymore. So the hospital is very big. And there are many drugstores there. So Paul went to 3 different drugstores and asked for DHEA. No one had it, and they didn't even know what it was. So the endocrinologist sent me to another doctor that I had to see. I forgot what kind of doctor it was. But yeah, it had to do with supplements, I guess, or I don't know, with the DHEA stuff, I don't know. Anyways, I saw that doctor, and I told her I need DHEA. And she said, yeah, it's very unknown and they have to order it from Bangkok. So I basically needed a prescription, so they would order it from Bangkok. So I got DHEA for a 6 months supply, 25 milligrams. We paid 4,340 Thai baht, what is $125.36. Yeah, that was expensive. But what I really like about that DHEA, it's pure. It's super pure. And I don't even swallow the little capsule. I take it out from the capsule and put it in my supplements drink. So I really get pure DHEA. So we still, Paul is also taking DHEA, the double amount that I do. And so we still have DHEA from the Philippines, yes, but it's not pure. It has rice flour in it for sure, and I think also other stuff. So I was like, okay, Paul, you get the ones from the Philippines, and I'll take, well, the ones we got for me. Even my name is on it anyways, so I like it that it's pure and really good quality, but yeah, it was expensive. Oh, and so that doctor I went to for the DHEA, that doctor told me when you're supplementing with DHEA, your risk for breast cancer goes up. And oh, I'm 40 now anyways, I should make a mammogram. And because I'm supplementing with DHEA, I should get checked for breast cancer every year. Then she did thoroughly a breast exam, well, just with her hands and stuff, not a mammogram, and she couldn't find anything. Okay, so first, I have low DHEA. I'm not supplementing to get a higher DHEA. I'm just supplementing so I get a normal DHEA level. So my DHEA level is like normal people's DHEA level. So I don't think I'm at more risk of getting breast cancer because I'm supplementing DHEA. And second, again, we're at a body part shop and they try to sell you more and more and more. give you more exams, scare you with more stuff, and yeah, no. I told Paul, fuck it. Here in Thailand, it's even worse than in the United States. And Paul said yes, because we are foreigners without insurance, easy money. So they can make easy, fast, good money with us. So they want to try to sell us everything. There are stations at the hospital with free water and coffee, like everywhere. I think that's pretty cool. So in those 3 months we stayed in Thailand, we went to the hospital 5 times. So I drank a lot of those little waters. I think about 2 or 3 per day I was there. Well, I'm super glad we finally made it to the hospital and that I'm changing something now, that I can do something now. I'm just convinced it's just getting better and better. And yeah, I'm very excited. Stay happy, stay healthy. Bye.